Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I am overjoyed because ON앤오프 is back. That's right, we're gonna be checking out their MV and come back with Open the Door. I'm not sure what to expect, not gonna lie, because I didn't expect this comeback to drop so soon. You know, time flies by so fast and the scene is just dropping music left, right, and center by all of our favorites. But hey, better late than never. And last year, I've got to admit, I enjoyed Put It Back. But I was missing one thing, and that was Hwang Hyun's influence in ON앤오프's music. And I'm hoping that I hear his influence on this comeback, or at least with the title track Open the Door. So I'm gonna find out for myself. Enough talk, let's go. Ooh. I love how cinematic this is already. Speaking of cinema, hello? The choir work. Open the door. Whoa. Man, the vocal work, it's so lush. The lyrics. Shadow growing even darker. The raw emotion and rock pop approach. This is crazy good. Hey Wyatt. Are you hearing and seeing what I am seeing right now? Like the lyricism, the musicality. We're not even fully through the song, and I sense the classic Hwang Hyun's influence upon this title track. And not to just mention that, can we appreciate this? I feel like By My Monster-esque approach with the dramatic scenes, but also the symbolic moments and the imagery that we get in this music video. I feel like this song is about opening a chapter in your life, right? Opening the door. But there's times where you are afraid. There is that anxiety, right? There's a bunch to be scared about, right? There's a lot to be scared about. We gotta break this down. Like, my small hope turning black. Am I afraid of the way I will gradually change? Or of all that I must accept at the end of the day? Can I open that door? Can I move on to the next chapter? All that darkness and fear. Open the door. Oh my goodness. Open the door. So good. The vocal layers here. To meet the self without pain. Open the door. Okay. Wow, the instrumental break here. An outro. Man, every time I go through a 10 out of 10 title track by ONNF, they just got me in a whole mess, you feel me? An emotional mess. I mean, I, for one, I'm not sure about you guys, am such a sucker for these melancholy, heavy yearning title tracks. There's only a few groups that do this to me, and artist groups, matter of fact. Back in the day, the likes of Infinite, the likes of EXO, right? Those emo, you know, I hate to say it emo, but yearning-esque tracks, you know, From It's 9. But in terms of emotion and musicality these days, no one's doing it like ONNF, and I would say counterpart per se. And Mix. There's only a couple of groups that really get me going this emotionally and honestly captivated by their performance. You know what I'm saying? And I just love how this time around we got back on him, and it seems like they put even more into this comeback. You know what I'm saying? I could tell in the cinematography, the imagery, very symbolic moments, the lyricism. I mean, the lyricism's always there, you feel me? It's not necessarily always the cherry on top, it's the bread and butter to ONNF. And that's what makes ONNF different and unique and special, you feel me? I'm sorry, guys. I just love this rock pop anthem that ONNF gifted us. I mean, the way the song started, the song structure. Let me start with that. The intro with Wyatt, with that one brief liner, and then passing the baton with the same line there. I love the contrast there that we get, you know, because his voice is more husky and low. And then you got a contrasting voice that is higher, you know what I'm saying? And it's very clever how they work it between the likes of all the members like Hyojin and Sungjun, for example, but them really depicting, you know, closed doors like that, you know, and even in the worst case mentally, right? All that anxiety, that fear, that day-to-day exhaustion, you feel like it is an endless loop. But once you open that door into the next chapter of life and you really make that change and feel that change, man, something really is lifted off you. You know, all that burden, all that stress, everything, that darkness is lifted upon you. You feel me? Open the Door, Song of the Year. Song of the Year, it's definitely in my top 5 echelon, hands down so far, and we're gonna have to break it down and go through it again because I am not over this song already and MV. It's gonna be a while, and we're gonna have to check out the album eventually when I have the time. I know I'm really bad at album reviews in terms of catching up with my favorites, but I will for ONNF for sure. Listen to that piano, the choir work. Wyatt. Open the door. I love the 10 strings to the percussion work that we get here. It really, really underlines and also, I would say, showcases the vocal work here, right? But that orchestral work really gets to me with the choir work. It's interesting because, you know, imagery-wise, we see the members stuck in this condensed space, right? And in wraps, and there's these walls with the CCTV cameras, all eyes on them, right? And I feel like that's so true about this world, you know? It's a cruel, cold, dark world, you know, and it can be mundane at times, to be quite frank with you guys and honest. And there's a lot of judgment and there's a lot of eyes on you. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But let's continue here. Let's focus on the lyrics. Closed door over there. It seems like so impossible to heal and recover from this, right? And the shadow growing even darker, right? That counterpart to you, right? It just feels like it's creeping up until there's no more light, until everything feels impossible, right? This gets really dark, but I've got to admit, this level of vulnerability that ON앤오프 brings to the table, not everyone can do that, right? You got to bring out that emotion in your vocal abilities and also the way that you depict the song, or I would say express the song, sorry. But that's just how I depict it here, right? Wow. The drum kit work here. Open the door. This outcry that we get in the chorus is so powerful and impactful, but memorable. It is an everlasting chorus that will be stuck in my mind with this song. It is definitely a core part of the song, and that's what I'm missing from modern day and Asian K-pop, is that where are these choruses that are memorable? Sure, they're impactful. Maybe they're confrontational in that kind of way to make it impactful. But where is the raw emotion? Where is the expression to make it memorable? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I feel like a mess right now. Just the way that Wyatt lays it out with this overflowing emotion of like questioning oneself, you know, when is it ever gonna end, right? Or how's everything gonna turn out? And that's what I feel like most all of us, when we are on like experiencing our darker days, right? Or still are going through this, right? And now you question yourself, like, you know, the what ifs, right? The past, what's going on now? But what's missing is that and also being afraid and scared of the unknown in the future, right? Wow. Could not become a good person. Oh, the snare drum work here. Whether it is the next world or a deep abyss. Open the door. What year are we in? Oh my goodness, the second, third gen influence. This moment here, oh my goodness, I love how it builds up with the choir-esque work and like the vocal layering here. It's very flamboyant, and it's contrasting with the vocal work here, the main vocal work here. Electric guitar, chord progression here, the trickling of the piano. Okay, I actually am interested in the lyrics here. We're gonna go through it after. That's what I wanted to check. It's seems Latin. Oh, that electric guitar just now, how it rips through, yeah. Notice how clever this outro is. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna point it out here. I'm gonna point it out right here. Notice how they really bring back and reference the beginning of the song, right? The intro with Wyatt, and they bring it back for the outro here. Now that's how you wrap up a song. That's how you tie the pieces to a storyline. You know, this is what I get from On and Off every single time. I'm pretty sure you guys can relate. Is that a story is always to be told, and, you know, their music, it continues to be purposeful and meaningful, and that's why I continue to go back to On and Off and support them on the channel here. You feel me? This when you thought it was over? And just destroying that dark abyss, you know, just that darkness that you've been struggling with, and finally opening that door on the next chapter of your life that will be bright, new beginning, a new fresh start per se. And I'm seeing new entertainment, you know. I don't know if the label rebranded or they switched, you know, management, but if they did, I am so glad, because like On and Off deserves so much better. And yeah, I feel like this comeback deserves a lot of attention. I mean, I feel like it comes really close with Buy My Monster. I mean, with overtime, I feel like it might slightly top Buy My Monster, not gonna lie. But I like how it sort of references those emotional hooks and emotional heartstrings that we get from Buy My Monster, and the dramatic feel that we get from that song. But what's different is taking this rock pop anthem approach in this very anthemic kind of way, you feel me? But after a long day, I felt like I was a mess. But then going into this, I was like feeling a mess halfway through, and then after this, I'm a complete mess. But let me know your thoughts about Open the Door by On and Off. This is a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. You already know. This is the side of K-pop that I miss so much. As much as I miss the fun side of K-pop, which we finally got as of recently with some of our favorites like Stacey, you know, NMIX, and other groups such as like Longshot. On and Off, man. On and Off, Lucy. I can go on a whole list of my favorites, but On and Off is like, if you enjoy On and Off, chef's kiss to you. The taste is immaculate. And before we wrap up, I actually want to search up the lyrics. Yes, the lyrics to this song, and find out just how this plays out with the interlude into the final chorus. Okay, let's go to and search up these lyrics, just the meaning behind this. Yes, Italian. Fear, be fear, be fear. And what is the rest of the lyrics here? Let me search it up here. Sorry, I am... Light shines in the dark. light shines in the dark, light shines brighter in hearts. So I don't know, there could be some loss in translation as I'm using rough translators here like Google Translate, but wow, what an interlude there. You know, not only just getting you know, a full Pudge song. You know, these days we get songs that are less than 3 minutes long. 2 minutes and 20 seconds is a joke these days to me with, you know, the streaming intentions. But getting not only a bridge and a full 3-minute song, an interlude as well, and an outro that references the intro. So good. I think I've said what I needed to say, but let me know your thoughts about Open the Door. I would love to connect with you guys in the comment section down below. Early access on the Patreon when it comes to the album review, and eventually on the channel. Take care, you're not going to want to miss that. But as always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and it helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.